Let's talk about the new video. Anton Corbijn directed it, I guess. How did you decide to hook up with him? He seems kind of a surprising choice.
We did a photo session with him, and he's such a laid-back guy, really talented, really admired his work. So let's do a video with Anton Corbijn.
Worked out great.
Yeah.
What was it? Funnest and easiest video we've ever done. Well, no, I guess In Bloom was even easier.
Yeah,
because we only had 4 takes. We did 4 takes. Had to listen to the song 4 times. It was great. This time it took a little bit longer, but it was just so easy, and he had everything prepared. It was all, you know, in a script.
Did you? How much? Because I know you've been pretty involved in the, you know, creative input into the videos before. Did you work the same way this time, or was it more? Was he more of a director type?
No, it was. No, we came up with. Well, I don't want to take all the credit, but I came up with most of the visuals, and what's really kind of sad about it is that Kevin Kerslake, who's done our last 2 videos, or 3? 3. Him and I had a lot of conversations over the phone about these visuals that I had for this video, and he feels that a lot of them were his ideas, and they weren't. I swear to God, I'll swear on a Bible. And now we've had a kind of a falling out with him. It's just too bad. Oh, okay.
Do you swear that those were your ideas?
I absolutely do.
So help you God. All right, there you have it.
Proof positive.
This is Gaddafi's green book. It's not the Bible. No, it is the Bible.
Why are you carrying around the Bible in your backpack?
This guy gave it to me on the street today.
Oh, yeah?
I just go talking about an hour because I have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, our Lord, the Savior. When I die, I'm going to heaven for all eternity. The streets will be paved with gold. If you missed limbs, you will grow new ones. If you are blind, you will see. You will have a Pontiac in the garage.
You will all look like Farrah Fawcett Majors.
Regardless of gender.
Well, I was driving here from Ohio, and we're playing, like, I was listening to the, just sort of like scanning the radio dial, and like the guy comes to the end of they were playing, I guess, the end of Heart Shaped Box, and the guy said, that was Heart Shaped Box from the new Nirvana album In Utero. Before that, Santana, Black Magic Woman, and before that, the Moody Blues.
Weird. Every time I've heard it on the radio, they played the Rolling Stones.
Really?
4 times.
You
4
know
times
what?
in a row.
Because it's a computer.
But it's a different Rolling Stones song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
We played.
We're classic rock already.
Yeah. We don't have our name on the classic rock fan in Seattle. There's this van that has all these. It says Pearl Jam, but I didn't see Nirvana on it. It's like this Astro van that they take to concerts.
Bummer.
We saw it at the Aerosmith show. Didn't have our name on it.
Oh, that's weird. It's just. Do you experience ever like kind of a weird sense of dislocation in being juxtaposed with these other things, or like what?
It's all entertainment. It's all points and ratings and unit shifting.
And what that entails about your audience, or the kind of people that listen to your records.
It's just pretty much what they're fed. You know what I mean? It's like the president of Viacom. He wants to be the #1 entertainment conglomerate, not #4, not #3, but #1. It doesn't matter what the quality of the programming is. It's just what share of the market they control. It's really sick.
I think if they played like Daniel Johnston between Santana and the Moody Blues, that like Daniel could sell like 2 million records.
No.
You wish.
Yeah. Sure. If you can cram garbage like Poison down people's throats, why not Daniel Johnston?
Daniel Johnston
than Poison.
He should be to the 90s with the Maharishi Yogi.
The Ramones should have had 10 top 10 singles by now.
Does in any sense does the success of your band make that more of a possibility now?
I haven't seen it.
Do you think it has had any positive effect on radio, or?
No. It's the same exact thing as New Wave. I've said this a million times. It's just like, like punk bands turned into New Wave bands, becoming more commercially acceptable to be able to get on TV and radio. The only alternative bands that I see on Alternative Nation are, you know, that close to Bon Jovi, and so are we, you know. So we have no reason to be griping about it, but I guess
It just
I am.
comes naturally. Right?
It's kind of depressing.
Why
No,
not?
it has. I mean, it's sure. I mean, I think a consciousness and an overall consciousness, you know, being more environmentally aware and stuff like that, you know, sure. I have nothing against MTV, really, believe me. it's
Where's that Bible?
No, it's really I think it's progressed in the last couple of years, sure, but not as much as I'd like it to. You know, we like quick change. You know,
We have a short
Anarchists.
attention span.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dazed and confused.
Anarchists, right.
But it is better. I mean, you know, for me to have people, even if I don't like a band's music, maybe someone like Eddie Vedder as a person up there that people are sort of, you know, looking as role models or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, you know, even if the music isn't the most progressive thing, at least it seems like they're coming from a different
Exactly.
attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it starts.
You know what? You know, cruising down Sunset Boulevard on your Harley and guzzling Jack Daniels. I mean, what's that about?
We're there, dude. How did you come up with the title In Utero? What is that? Does it have a specific meaning, or is it meant to be?
It just kind of went in conjunction with the artwork. You know, it sounded nice.
The artwork came first,
Yeah.
and then the title. And that was. Did you come up with the artwork, or was it, you know?
Yeah, I came up with. I put together. I'd been collecting all these little rubber fetuses and things like that. I've just always been kind of obsessed with birth and death and stuff like that. I'm not a death rocker, but and I don't wear black, but sometimes I like to collect weird things like that. And so I arranged them all together and bought a bunch of flowers and had Charles Peterson take the picture of it. And I don't know.
At one point, you were going to call it "I Hate Myself and I Want to Die."
Yeah.
And then it was verse, chorus, verse.
Those are fine titles, but just like Rape Me, you know, the title itself confuses people. People would take it too literally. They think we were being serious because no one sees the funny side of us hardly. You know, every picture, you know, if we take a photo shoot, you know, we may smile or make goofy faces 90% of the time, and if we frown for 3 seconds, they'll use those 3-second shots, you know. And it's just, I just have noticed this image of us as being a serious, you know, angry, pissed off band.
Right.
You know, so.
You think that's the image that people want to have of you, rather than.
I don't know if they want that or if it's just turned out that way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I have some more decaf coffee? There's a cup right there.
Could I have a cup of caffeinated coffee?
There's a cup right there. You can reuse it. Thanks. All right. We're gonna have the album was gonna be called "I Hate Myself, I Want to Die," and Jack Kevorkian on the cover. With a gas mask. And then us three wearing gas masks. Like we're resisting you, but what you're doing is all right.
So, what kind of a tour are you guys planning? I mean, what kind of places are you going to try to play?
We don't know.
I think
Do
they're
we?
going to be about 8,000 seaters. We're going to play the Arizona State Fair. Excited about that.
Yeah.
We're not sure if people are going to show up to our shows yet, so.
Yeah, so we're playing it safe.
We're going to play it at the 4-H tent. You know that the PETA was picketing the gay rodeo in Enumclaw in Washington because of the cruelty to animals. Like this bull busted its leg and it was destroyed. They said there are people out there. PETA people says gays yes, rodeo no. That's pretty funny. I like PETA.
When will this tour start?
Mid-October.
Mid-October.
Yeah.
And go through till the end of time.
Oh, not really. Till about the end of December.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably do a European deal, and then do all the weirdo shows like Australia, Japan, maybe I want to play Jerusalem.
Okay.
Where else? Istanbul, Constantinople. Here I come. And then
The Police did something like that a long time ago.
Wow.
They toured down there.
Athens. It'd be neat.
Georgia.
Is it
Never
weird not being able to play like club shows anymore? Or I mean, is that a drag at all?
No, we can still do it.
Yeah, unannounced kind of things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't seem to have the same vibe anymore.
Really? In what way
I don't
is it?
understand why. I couldn't figure it out. We played at the Crocodile. Remember that show?
People just like
people
to
just-
stand and watch now.
Yeah, they.
Like we're
Because all the
circus
scenesters got in.
monkeys.
All the
Well,
scenesters
it's a
are
different
involved.
scene. It's we haven't been in that scene for years, for a few years now, and it's a different breed of people. I mean,
In
the
Seattle?
generation has moved up into the ranks of turning 21, and they don't seem to have the same spirit as they did in Seattle a few years ago.
Do you think it's the? Sorry.
Thanks.
Thank you.
He didn't like it.
Do you think it's the people have changed, or maybe they're just in general people's attitudes towards your band has maybe changed?
I think they probably didn't
Both?
want to show, they probably didn't want to show how much they liked us to be cool. I would have done the same thing.
Right. Right. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah.
When we were fucking great.
Yeah.
I was dancing around at the Scream show,
Were you really?
and Pete dedicated a song to me. I was so touched. It was really good. Then you see those little punk rockers up front, and they got in trouble with the bouncers, and it's me and Mark Arm and some other people got in a big scuffle with them. Throwing ice cubes at the bouncers, get the heck out of here. And they backed down, it was neat.
I love pushing bouncers, getting them kicked out of places. It's so great.
Does it feel good to actually be like a working band with something out and going on tour again? Since it seems like
It seemed like we were always working.
Well, I know, but there was a period of just bad press and all
Oh,
that,
that
kind of
That
thing.
period.
Yeah.
Read about it in the book.
Yeah,
That's a period, all right.
but that.
I got my period.
But that's kind of over. It seems like over now, and things.
Yeah,
are
because we have a new record out.
Yeah. And the reaction to it so far seems to be really great. I mean, I've seen nothing but really good reviews.
Except in Newsweek.
The Newsweek.
Newsweek,
I haven't seen
yeah.
it. Oh yeah. Like they were going to get
News
it.
rag.
I read some good things in Newsweek. I think that same issue. I'll give them that.
Because I remember you talking about, you've talked about a couple times about worried about maybe a kind of a backlash for this record, people just sort of hating it because they're supposed to rather than responding to it as a record, which doesn't seem to be happening so far, in any case.
Well, at least they're not
I don't
doing what they're
remember
supposed to.
saying that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Go on.
Oh, no.
Did you say something?
No, I thought something.
No.
We'll never know.
Don't hurt yourself.
Okay, I guess you have like a secret track on the No Alternative record, which will be out by the time this airs, apparently. So it's supposed to be okay
Do
to
we?
talk about
Secret?
it. I
We do?
That's what it says here. I don't know. You don't?
What's the no alternative record? Is that that?
That's the AIDS
Right.
benefit thing.
Oh, how come
of
it's
all
secret?
alternative stuff.
I
It's
thought
not
that
a secret anymore.
I thought we were going to put it out like everybody else.
I was told that it was.
Why? Because who else is on the record?
I don't. As far as lots of people. Soul Asylum, Soundgarden,
And our record's secret.
Sonic Youth, Breeders. I don't know.
It's our secret. It's not
a
fake
secret.
jewelry.
I don't know why
it's
it's
not
a
real
secret.
jewelry.
Don't ask. All right.
Because people think
Yeah.
we're condoning AIDS.
Yeah. AIDS is good.
Special on the
Oh, and at that gay rodeo, there was this person, a Christian across the street with a big sign that said, "Sodomites, do
Okay.
you have AIDS yet?" Can you believe that?
Jesus.
What a sickle. But he's Christian, that's all right. There's no reason to go kick his ass. It's, sodomites.
Anyway, I guess part of this is going to air on when they do a special on the No Alternative album when it comes out.
Oh.
So everyone will know about the song then, so it's not a secret.
So we start going on,
It's just
I
a
think
secret.
we should
I
wear
guess it's
condoms.
it's not secret on the album. It's just we're not. It's before the album comes out. I don't.
Oh,
No one's supposed to know or something. I don't know. But
There's
anyway,
our
so-
manager over there.
Hey, John Silva, come here.
But anyway, I'm not asking about why it's
He
secret or
briefed us on
anything
everything
like
but that question,
I'm asking
too.
about. I'm just asking about the song on it. What was it from? Is it an outtake or?
Outtake.
It's an
I
outtake.
hate myself. I want no.
No,
it's
verse,
not.
chorus, verse.
Verse, chorus, verse. It's a really old song.
But wait, what's it supposed to be called? No, it's sappy.
No, it's
I
called-
don't know.
It's sappy, though.
It's one of the songs that we've been trying to record for
Every
since we've been
record.
a band.
Yeah.
Every time we've went into the studio, we've tried to record the song, and it sucked every time.
It's sappy, right?
What didn't suck? But it wasn't.
Yeah,
up
it
to par.
sucked, and this time it just almost didn't suck.
was-
so-
Oh yeah, it sucked every time.
It
but
barely
it's-
sucked
it
this
barely
time.
Sucked this time. Barely.
So
That's an old song too.
I'm assuming they just approached you and asked you to contribute something, and you said yeah.
Here's a
Good
song
call.
from in the 80s. You wrote that song in the 80s, Kurt. What period were you in?
Shut
Third
up.
period, just before lunch.
Third period.
And I'm supposed to ask some general AIDS questions. Do you think contributing to something like this, that music can be used as a way to educate people about AIDS?
As long as it raises money for like treatment and hospices and things, that's what really turned me on. That it helped people who were suffering. As far as information, I mean, I get so much information. I don't even speak for myself. I don't even know what the heck's going
The
on.
record isn't going to give you any information.
Right.
Yeah.
The money will.
There's so many theories out there. Is HIV even lead
Having
to
anything
AIDS?
to do
Yeah,
with
right.
AIDS.
It
It's
is.
just really hard. So I guess the best thing we can do is help people who are suffering from it.
I guess, Chris, in some of the recent interviews, you've been tried to steer away from political subjects so as not to be kind of pigeonholed as the
Heavy-handed.
political one.
Yeah. There's just no reason to just totally dwell on it, because I'm a bass player in a rock and roll band, and just go on and on and on about things. And you can talk all you want, but I think the main thing is you guys should be doing things. And that's not for me, that's for everybody, I talk about things in the media, and then just go home
it's
and
much
drink beer. It's like,
it's much more effective to do a benefit for Bosnian rape victims and come up with how much money did we make for that,
55 grand.
I mean, that makes way more of an
Yeah.
impact than talking about it.
And we got this organization called the Balkan Women's Aid Fund, and maybe you can flash the address and you can send donations to. And we're working with women's groups in Croatia and Austria and Hungary and Serbia, and in Bosnia-Herzegovina. So we don't have any like nationalist ties whatsoever, because a lot of these women are just caught in the middle of it all, women and children. So just plugging away at that still, haven't given up, and take advantage of the media and just mention the address, and if people want information they can write and I'll send them information back, but just harp away on things over and over again, I think people lose interest, It could be like We Are the World. We could be on stage celebrating famine in Africa, we are the world. And there's kids that they were doing that just totally starving to death. I mean, it's gross.
You went over to Bosnia.
I went to Croatia. I
You went
didn't
to
go to
Croatia,
Bosnia, no
okay.
way. I wasn't that.
This is Bosnia, yeah.
I wouldn't do that for Bob Guccione Jr.
I don't know, how much have we, because I'm kind of, there aren't that many more questions I want to ask on this list. Are we running out of time, or how are we doing on time?
Keep going.
I know keep going, but I mean, what I'm saying is I'm running out of, I don't, there's some of this,
Okay, Carol's on her way out.
okay, good. Some of the stuff,
I
I just don't want to ask some of this stuff. Okay.
Here, Kurt.
Okay, you
He
got
asked
some
Dave
notes?
about the Scream shows he did,
Okay.
and Kurt's work on the Melvins
Okay,
album,
we'll do
and
that.
then just these ticket questions and violence.
Okay.
You got them on yours.
Yeah, I got them on mine, you're right. Thanks.
Thanks.
Dave,
Well,
Hold one second. Wait a second. It's not.
let's talk about the.
Okay.
You did some Scream shows
Mhm.
over the summer, I guess.
Yes.
Reunited
Yes.
for a while. How was that?
Great.
Barely made it back in time for us to practice.
I know, I barely
How's
made it
Dave?
back in time for us to practice. We just got back together to do some shows.
Just felt like playing and it was fun. And,
Yeah, there's some old stuff that was being re-released on Discord.
Right.
So, just thought we'd do it. It was a lot of fun. It was good to play, you know, in smaller places without a hoopla.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
You came back in shape on the drums.
Came back,
You
I was
came
in
up there to
shape.
Practice.
It was
Did like,
nice.
cut your chops.
Got my chops
like,
down.
Hey, it's went out.
Tape the cymbals.
Tape the cymbals, yeah.
Yeah, we make him tape the cymbals in practice now. 'Cause it kills our ears.
Really?
Then we turned down in practice. And guess what? You can hear the vocals now. Wasn't that amazing? It's not like, not too loud. It's like, God damn it.
Okay, and Kurt, you produced the Melvin's new album.
I produced a few songs.
Okay.
I think like 6 tracks. I guess you can call it producing. I don't know what that term means.
What did it entail for you?
A lot of sleeping on the couch, waiting for them to write songs. It worked out pretty good though. I mean, I had a few kind of stupid ideas. Like I got a bunch of plywood and put it down on the floor for an ambience, and used a lot of microphones. Tried to steal some of Albini's techniques. And what else did we do? We enclosed Buzz's cabinet into a box. Didn't make a bit of difference. Stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
But it, you know, I like the record now that I've heard it. It's finished.
Yeah.
I just saw their video the other day. I hope it's played on this station because it's really funny.
I'm feeding back. Sorry. So, yeah.
Cool.
And now I'm supposed to ask you about, these are other special sections they're doing. This one, this is a spot that's going to be on what our bands charge ticket prices, basically. This
Ah,
is like
we
a
had that
special thing on
discussion
ticket
the other
prices. First question is, what do you think of artists who do charge anywhere between $50 to $75 for tickets?
There are people
Who
who
charges
charge
that much money?
Who does
Apparently.
that?
Madonna.
Madonna
How much do
does?
we charge a ticket, John?
Yeah, but that's like a burlesque show.
It's a big production, isn't it?
27?
12?
You can speak.
Is that 12 or 21?
17 to 18 bucks a ticket? Wow.
Madonna charges $50.
Apparently. 50 to 75.
Madonna wears fur too. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We were talking about, boy, we should charge $25 and really milk it. Yeah. Really take them for all they got.
If they want to come, let's see how bad they really want to see the band play.
So, 17, we charge $17.
So what do you,
Fugazi's playing tonight. They're charging $5.
6.
So how does that make you feel?
Weak. Exploitive.
Yep. See, they go from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. Pretty soon,
it's all over, man.
Well, there's inflation.
what with the Ticketmaster charge and
So what do you think of the price you charge for your concert? Is the next question. 17 to 18.
What do we think of it? I guess we make enough money.
God, if we had to pay for every show we played on tour, never mind.
I don't know. Production costs are so astronomical. It's amazing.
You got to pay all these people, and the band always gets it in the end. The band has to pay for everything. That's the
We
one.
make the least amount of money.
How much do you see of the? This says $30 you charge for one ticket, but let's say $17 or $18 you charge for one ticket.
John,
We don't even know.
John?
25%? Is that after your cost?
And then
Cool.
So say if it's $20, we see $5 of the $20.
And that's, you know, then you have to pay for the cost of touring with that. Interesting. Okay, that's that.
No, we make that $5. That's in our pocket clear, right? No?
Yeah, 25%, you work on about 25% net.
Oh, net. Oh, okay.
Then you have to split it 3 ways.
So it's $1.75.
Then
Right,
you-
$1.75
then you have
a
to pay
piece
52%
for every show.
tax on it.
for every person.
So,
So if there's 8,000 people, you made 10 grand that night.
I didn't go to college.
That's not bad money. 10 grand a night. Gee, that's pretty good.
Let's play more
I never
shows.
think about that. I just go out there and play.
But we're not rich or anything.
Wow, that's pretty good money. I'm gonna go out and buy something today. I feel guilty about it. Cheapness has bred me.
Okay, the next special section is on violence. We're doing a special on violence, I guess.
Violence is bad.
Wait till
Oh,
I
we don't
ask
want
the
to.
question.
We just want people to come to our shows and have a good time. I mean, all these issues and stuff. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, that's fine.
Go
with me.
ahead.
I don't care. Do you think teen violence is a big problem in today's society?
Wow.
Don't they have metal detectors at school for guns now? No, it's not like
What do you mean, though?
What do I
Joke.
mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Ronnie Coker and Joe Studd are gonna have a fight after school. It's like, ooh, let's go.
Fight.
Now it's like a shootout in the hall. You know what I mean?
I've got some mace right here.
Well, I'll get that. Is do you
This
care-
is my security guard. You know, this is my bodyguard. Axl Rose has 10 big, huge, 400-pound guys. I have it.
Pepper juice.
Do you carry a gun? What kind and why?
M16 all the time
Colt 45.
because
Colt
I
45.
swear, I don't have a gun.
I keep it in my teepee when we go out in the woods and sleep.
Do you?
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen out there.
Do you think that images of guns and violence in media and popular culture have contributed to the rise in violence?
Yeah, I think
among
so.
teens?
I think so. I think Sir Mix-a-Lot standing in front of his exotic car collection, holding 2 handguns and sending out a message like, hey, look at all these cars, look at all this jewelry, look at all these guns, cool, Daddy-O or whatever. And I think that was really irresponsible of him to do that.
Do you think
There's
that,
nothing romantic about guns. They're a tool, and they're in this world, in this country, things have just degenerated so much. It's just like you have to protect yourself because there's a lot of jerks out there. When I went to the gun shop to buy the guns, you should have seen the people in there buying this. This guy was looking at this. I guess I hate to judge people by their appearance, but I mean, there were some gangbangers in there just swooning over these 9mm. Oh man, check that out! They're going crazy. It's like, God, I was in there, and Ernie and I were in there, just like, whoa, what are we doing in here? But we felt like we had a duty to be in there and protect our families and homes and stuff. And these guys were, it was just a novelty to them. Like, yeah, you got to have a gun, you know. It's scary, that kind of mentality, you know.
do you think that therefore that like artists or creative people should have more of a responsibility to not glorify violence in their work, or is there some? I mean,
Well, if you have any common sense, you won't glorify violence, or you won't, you know,
there's
dwell
nothing
on
wrong
it.
with raising the issue of violence, but glorifying it. No.
Yeah. Their irresponsibility is just like, I don't know, just a lack of responsibility. They don't really think about it too much. They're just like, they're wrapped up in that whole romanticism of guns and hey, it's cool, you know. Maybe it's a male thing, you know, the ultimate empowerment, you know, ultimate man thing, gun.
I have to admit, it really is kind of fun to shoot guns. When I go out to the shooting range, it's an enjoyable sport.
yeah.
I like to do it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I mean, and it's a responsibility to know your gun too. You just shouldn't have it. I mean, you should really respect
Oh yeah,
it.
if you buy a gun to protect yourself, and you don't know how to shoot it, you don't practice, you're not gonna hit the person if they're this close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and another thing is like, I'm not a member of the NRA. I don't want to join the NRA. I don't agree with the NRA. A lot of things the NRA says, you know. I just have my own reasons.
Right. I'm done.
All right.
Carol's
Okay.
on her way up.
Girls are
I
really-
think, Bruce,
We'll do that last.
so apparently Chris